Hey friends, it is finally time for an Etsy launch. I have been waiting so long to film this video. I've had printer issues, as you all know. I'm still having printer issues. My new printer was supposed to arrive today. It didn't. I returned the other one. I told you guys I didn't like it. And I had other things I was working on for this launch, and that's why I was waiting to film this video. But then I thought to myself, why are you waiting? Why don't you just film the video and release the stuff that's ready, which is everything except for one thing, and then I will release the other thing either when it's done on its own, or I will put that in another launch, because I have other things that are in the works as well. I didn't want to make this a huge launch. I wanted to just get some things out now. Like, instead of doing one huge launch, do two smaller launches, essentially. So that is the story, and yeah. So we're going to show you a few new items. It's not a whole lot of things, but I'm betting this video will probably be a little bit longer just because you guys know I like to explain everything to you. So let's just get going. The first thing is, I want to tell you guys the new freebies are the fall freebies. Unfortunately, I don't have any here to show you because I'm all out currently. I don't have a printer right now to print out the full sheet and show you all the designs, but they have already been shipping. So if you recently got an order, they've been shipping probably since the beginning of September. They're just the same little square scratch offs, and there is I think 12 different designs, and they are just fall themed. So those are the new freebies for fall. So they will be from now until probably like the end of November. So that's A. B is, I wanted to tell you, the die that comes with What the Duck. The What the Duck game that has the 3 game cards, the little duckies in the bag, and the die with 1 through 3. The die has changed, and I don't think anyone is going to care about this, but just in case, I did want to tell you guys, the die is now smaller. So this is going to be the new die. It's going to be a random color. It's not necessarily going to be red. This is going to be the new die. Again, still 1 through 3. This is the old die, so it's just slightly smaller. Again, I don't think anyone is going to care. I cannot get these dice anymore that I used to purchase for What the Duck. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. Okay, next thing. I am discontinuing my savings challenge books. I have the two like OG savings challenge books. More Money, More Freedom, and geez, I don't even know what the other one's called. Oh my gosh. I literally don't even know. I'll have to put a screenshot, I guess, of both here on the screen. I only have maybe one of each in stock, maybe 2. I don't know. I'm only going to sell what I have in stock. I'm not going to make any more of them. They are very time consuming to make. They take a lot of materials, and I haven't sold one, to be honest, in so long, probably a year. So they're being discontinued, and because of that, I do have them up in the shop. Again, one hasn't sold in forever. I am going to drastically reduce the price just to get rid of them. I don't know by how much. I don't even know what the current price is. Again, I haven't sold one in forever, so I don't remember what the price is, but I am going to discount them. If you're newer to my channel or my shop and you want to see like full flip throughs of those, I have a video on both of those books. So you can go way back in my videos. I believe I have a playlist of all of my Etsy launches, so you just have to go through that, or search in my videos and type in savings challenge book or something like that, and I'm sure you'll be able to find it pretty easily. But those are going to be highly discounted. Again, I only have, I think, 1 of each, maybe 2. So if you're potentially interested in those are going to be highly discounted. I think that is all of the announcements. Let's get into the new stuff. So the first item is just a little set of scratch offs. I actually made these as a custom order for a customer a while back. I came across them, I thought they were cute, and so I figured I would list them because why not? They're just simple scratch offs, and they're about an A6 size, and these are gummy bear themed. So they're just going to be called gummy bear scratch offs. So you have this first one that's $33 total. You have a $43 total here, and then a $25. So $25, $33, $43. You'll be able to pick one or get the bundle of all three. They'll be very cheap. They're just cardstock. They're not laminated. So I don't know. They'll probably be like $2-3 each only, and then for the bundle, you know, a few more dollars or whatever. Again, I just want to list them because they're cute, right? And so yeah, just a quick and easy way to save some extra money for you there. So those are the gummy bear scratch offs, very simple. Next we have a new game. Okay, so this game is a new card game, and I hope you guys like this. This, I think, is a fun and like really silly idea. Oh, by the way, if you guys hear the fan, I have this little mini fan pointed at me, and I'm very sorry about the noise, but it is so hot in here. It's so hot. I need it on me. So I'm sorry about the noise, but it's just, it has to be on. Okay. So this game is based on that MASH game that we would play when we were kids. I mean, if you're if you're young now watching this, maybe you never played this, but I guess, I don't know, in the 90s growing up in school, we used to play this a lot. And so that's what this is based on. So this is called SSOPAFP. SOPAF? Super scientific, 100% accurate future predictor. Because when you play this game, whatever happens, that will absolutely 100% come true. Okay, so you're gonna get this. It's a laminated sheet. It is your like tracker sheet, I guess you could say. And so what this is you're gonna get a bag of cards. You have 4 categories. You have your home, your house, your like dwelling, your location, so where your house is at, your job or occupation, and then your method of transportation or how you get around. So in the old days, it was your house, your job, I think like your salary, like how much money you were going to make, and then like your significant other or whatever. So I switched it up a little bit. And so you have the 4 categories, and I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 6 cards for each category. On your score sheet here, they are color coded so that you know home or your type of house is blue. The location that your house is in is yellow, your occupation is red, and then your method of transportation is green. Okay, so the green cards right here with the green backing are going to be, again, method of transportation. And so once again, you have 4 different categories. So it's really simple. All you do is pick 1 card from each category and you save. There's a dollar amount on each card, and then you save. If you want to, you can fill in, I live in a blank, under blank, my job is blank, and I travel there by blank, and then total savings. So you can add up the 4 amounts, and then that's how much you save. There's enough for 3 on here. So you can fill that in if you want. You don't even need to fill this in. I just thought, you know, kind of if you wanted to keep track of it, but you could just pick cards as you go and save. But they're kind of silly, so they're not necessarily things that would happen you know, in the real world. So let's just pick one just for fun. So let's see, our home, which is blue, is going to be a teepee. We're going to save $3 for our teepee. Our location, so where is our teepee going to be located? Oh, on Saturn. That seems like it could definitely happen. Again, this is 100% accurate. So we're gonna save $2 for Saturn. Ooh, let's see what our job is. I think the jobs are my favorite. So the job, ooh, okay, so I am a professional pogo stick jumper. Love that for me. Gonna save $1 there. And then I'm gonna get to my job every day by, I guess I can't use my pogo stick because I don't know, maybe I only use that for my professional purposes. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna drive my ice cream truck there and I'm gonna save $2. So I'm gonna save 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm gonna save $8 and that's my little story. Again, I could fill in my card if I want or not, but that is, that is Sewpath. And that's the game. Let's do it one more time just so you guys get another little feel of some of the examples here. So for my home, oh, the bookmobile. Okay, so I'm gonna live in a bookmobile, which is located on a cruise ship. Interesting. Okay, and then for my job, I am a professional fuzzy animal petter. Yes. Okay, and I get to my job with my legs, so I walk there. Okay, which, I mean, that does make sense since I'm confined to the cruise ship. I guess I can't drive my bookmobile to my job. I mean, I guess it's parked on the cruise ship and I can't really drive it elsewhere because I'm on a cruise ship, but okay. All right, so that is the game. Now, this is obviously what you get. You get your laminated tracker and then your laminated cards. Again, there's 5 of each category, and that's how you play. You can play this. It's like an infinite game, one of those games where you can play as many times as you want till you feel like stopping. If you want to only play 3 times, I mean, that's kind of like very few times, but sure, if you want to do that, or if you just want to pick a random card, there's dollar amounts on every single card. So, you know, obviously you can just like pick a random card and just save the dollar amount. You could do that too. And then here is your little dashboard if you want to add that on, as always. But the other thing is, this is also available in a digital version. So if you don't want to get the physical version here, that's laminated, I made a digital version and every single card is different. So you still have your 4 categories. The categories are the same, but every card is different. So you can get the digital version. If you want to get the physical version, but you want to add more cards, you can also purchase the digital version and print those out yourself, laminate them, and then you could have like a super deck. That'd be cool. With the digital version, I did not print it out here because, again, I don't want you to see like the options there because I want it to be a fun surprise because it's just silly and funny. With the digital version, the only difference is I left the amounts blank for you, okay? So for example, the $3 here, I just put a square, okay? So every single card only has a square, and then you fill in your own dollar amounts because I just figured people might want to, again, just set their own budget. So physical version or digital version, you can do both if you want like a super mega deck because all the cards are different, okay? So that is Sewpath, I guess I'll call it. And yeah, I hope you guys like that. Let me know what you think about that below. Okay, next we have another little game, and this is called Bullseye. This one is super simple as well. You get your laminated card here, and it's really, really easy. You get a little thing of arrow stickers, and all you do is you peel off one arrow sticker, you close your eyes, okay, and you just place your arrow on the target. No cheating, okay? It's your honor system between you and yourself. And you just save the amount that your arrow lands on, okay? So you can see there's the lowest amount on here is $1 all the way up to 10. If you don't make it on the target, you get it somewhere else on the card, it says save $10. Okay, and I just thought that was a cute little fun game, and then obviously you play until all of your arrow stickers are gone. I don't know if they're reusable, if you could peel them off and do it again. I don't know. I want to say no. There are 3, 4, 5, so there's 10 arrows. And each one is a different color. That way, in case you kind of overlap them, you know, like just keep track of which arrow color you're using at that time, so you know where it landed. Obviously, once you start getting a bunch on the board, so you don't get confused as far as which one you put on. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so that is Bullseye. I think that's fun and cute. And notice like there are some spaces where like the rings are divided. So this black ring, the bottom half here is 10, but the top is 8. In the white ring, there's some sections that are 2, 5, 1, 4, 10, and so on. So, you have to pay attention to where like you're aiming, I guess you'd say. But again, if you peek, that's no fun. The fun of it is to close your eyes and try to get the low amounts if that's what you're aiming for. Because then if you get a high amount, you'll kind of be frustrated or whatever. I don't know. I just thought that was a cute idea. So that's Bullseye. This is the only one that I did not make a dashboard for. I always forget to make the dashboards, you guys. And this time I was so proud of myself because I didn't. And I actually did. So by the time this stuff is listed, I will have made a dashboard for this. I don't know when you're going to see this video because my cash stuffing is coming out today. I have a savings challenge stuffing coming out on Sunday. So this video will probably be the next video you will see after the savings challenge stuffing. So by the time all of this stuff is listed, I will have a dashboard available in the drop down for the listing. And by the way, if you're watching the video, all of this stuff is available up on Etsy. Okay, next is another new game, and this game is called Cascade, and I think this is just so super cute. So you get your little card here, and you will need a 6-sided die to play this. I think in the listing what I'm going to do is I'm going to add on in the drop down an option to add on a die for like $1, because I have a bunch of dice like this, and I have a bunch of different colors. I have purple, green, blue, pink, like a bunch of different colors. You won't be able to pick the color because it'll just be random, but if you don't have a die laying around, you can add this on for $1. I'll try to remember to put that in the listing. So you roll a 6, whoops, sorry. You roll a 6-sided die, and you're gonna get your rolling card, and then you get these 6 scratch offs. Okay, and how cute are these little ocean animals, you guys? I love them. They're so adorable. And so what you do is you roll your die 4 times. You start at the top here. So if we play, I got a 6, so you find the 6. Then I got a 4, so then here's my 4. Then I got another 6, so that's here, and then I got a 5, which is here. So I'm ending up here in this light pink column, which is my octopus. And essentially all you do is you scratch the little octopus, okay? So you're just gonna scratch any scratch off on there and save the dollar amount. And that's it. That's very simple. Once you're done with all the scratchers, you will save $80. Now I put plus because if you're really bougie or you want to save a lot of money, you can save each number as you roll it, which is what this little fishy here is telling you. That's going to make it expensive and probably way harder and way longer, but you can do that. If you have a bigger budget, absolutely do that. So that's an option for you as well. So that's Cascade. Now, I decided to offer this in 2 ways, laminated or non-laminated. I want to try to offer you guys more options, and so yeah, that's what I'm doing. So this here that you're seeing is the non-laminated version, and again, there will be a drop down and you will be able to choose laminated if you want. Laminated is reusable, but if you choose non-laminated, that will be a little bit cheaper. And then again, if you want to add your dashboard, here it is. So cute. Look at this little guy. Adorable. So that is Cascade. Okay, 2 more things, you guys, and then I will let you go. So we have a new binder. This is just like my Espresso Yourself and Junk Food Junkie and all those binders that I have. And this is Boba Baby. How adorable. I mean, you guys know. The faces, you just know. They get me every time. This is no exception. This one is absolutely adorable. I love, love, love how it turned out. And so it's the same. It has a bunch of challenges inside. It has an envelope at the back where you can save your money, so you don't need a separate envelope or anything like that. And so, yeah, let's do a quick little flip through here. Everything, of course, is laminated and reusable. And here is your background of every page. These cute little boba animals. Adorable. Okay, so the first page is a scratch off. You're going to get under one of these scratchers, you're going to see either a red, yellow, or green. And that's going to tell you basically your flavors. So you're going to save either $1, $2, or $3 depending on the color that you scratch off. Okay. Next, order your boba. So for this, you're going to roll a die and save. So first you're going to roll for the flavor of your tea. If you roll a 1 or a 2, those are your flavors. You're going to save $1. A 3 or 4, you're going to save $2. 5 or 6, save $3, and then you're going to roll a second time for your toppings, and same thing, 1 or 2, save $1, 3 or 4, and so on. And then you're going to save both of those amounts, and then if you want to save a little extra, you can add cheese foam and save $2 extra. So I'll tell you what, I don't know a whole lot about boba, and so cheese foam to me sounds pretty gross. But I googled it, and it's actually like, I think like a cream cheese type thing, which actually does sound delicious. So there you go. So that's challenge number 2. The next, sorry, I silenced my watch. The next thing is just, again, a typical scratch off with these adorable little bobas. And again, just like with all my other binders that are like this, the amounts are super low. No amount higher than probably $5 or $6. I don't know for sure, but like the exact amount, but I would say $5 or $6. So very, very low. Next is a roll and save. So you roll a die, write your number in one of the little bobas. Again, I don't want to put too many on a page because I want the binders to be fairly quick for you guys to be able to complete. Don't want you to have to, you know, take a year to complete a binder. Another adorable little scratch off with this guy. So cute. Next we have another roll and save. This is kind of like a race. So before you start this one, you're going to write a savings amount in each white box. Then you're going to roll a die and save the amount. As you roll the amount and save it, you're going to cross it out, whatever number it is, okay? And then whichever number you roll 4 times first, whichever number wins, essentially, you're going to save the amount that you wrote in the white box. So if you roll 4 fours, that was a bad example. If you roll 4 2s first, you're going to save whatever number you designated for the 2. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so that's that one. This is another scratch off. You designate a savings amount for the little pink boba and the little, I don't know what color that is. It looks gray to me. That might be Earl Grey. And then you scratch off, you find whichever icon under one of these, and then save the amount. Then you have another roll and save, so you just write your amounts here and the big boba bubbles. Look at these guys. Oh my goodness. Adorable. Another scratch off. This one is a roll and scratch, so you have some regular scratch offs, then you have a couple bubbles to write some roll and saves in, or you could just put a random amount. It doesn't matter. And then last but not least, you have choose a number and scratch a multiplier. So you can choose a number, scratch. If you're really daring, do it that way. Or you could scratch the multiplier first and then choose the number. That way, if you get a high multiplier, you know, you're kind of like, you can choose the number later and it's not as risky. So that's that one, and that is it. That is Boba Baby, and then that's your little envelope to save your money. I hope you guys like it. I love how it turned out. I think it's super colorful and bright and adorable, of course. And yes, I love it so much. Do you guys like boba? I have never had like boba tea. The closest I've gotten is the Starbucks refresher drink just recently, the like summer one that has the bubbles in it. But what I do love is at Sweet Frog, the boba, the popping pearls that they have that you can put on your yogurt. And I absolutely love those. I love those so much that I bought some from Amazon to have here at home. So I do love those. Okay, last item is going to be a new set of monthlies. So you guys know, if you watch my channel and my savings challenge stuffings, that I have my monthlies here that I do every month. Okay, and so I just made a new set for 2026 because we need a refresher. Okay, and so I'm going to show you the set now, and I did switch things up a little bit. So for 2025, everyone is kind of themed towards a month or a holiday and things like that. For 2026, I wanted things to just be bright and colorful and fun. So here is the new set. This is the digital set. So with the 2025 set, I believe it's called This Is Your Year. It comes in 3 different types. So you have the digital set, which is what I just showed you in my binder. You also have a set of scratch offs, which you can order laminated or non-laminated. And then you have a book version. So the set for 2026 is the same. You can have digitals, you have scratch off cards, and then you have the book version. So I'm going to show you. So this is the digital set, which I am going to cut up and put in my binder. I'm going to cut these out, but I just left them whole to show you this is how they're going to print out. It's going to be 2 per page. Okay. So with the 2026 version, I decided not to put the months on it. I wanted to keep it a little more open-ended for you guys so that you can use any one for any month. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I decided on. If you want something a little more, I guess, structured, use the 2025 set if you want. Every month adds up to $26 because it's a 2026 challenge, essentially. And it's really simple. You just check off each dollar amount as you go. Then there's no dollar amount higher than 5. But again, every single one adds up to $26, okay? So you just have bright, fun backgrounds, and that's all it is. Again, it's super duper simple, but really colorful and fun to look at. Okay, and of course there's 12 because there's 12 months in the year. So again, I am going to cut these out for myself and punch them and put them in my binder. It's a digital download, so you will need to print these out yourself. They do require color, unless, you know, if your printer's black and white, they're obviously going to print in black and white. And then if you want to laminate these for yourself, you can. Of course, you can do whatever you want. Unfortunately, I didn't realize until I went to film the video that I did not print out the cards, but they look exactly like the book. I do have the book done, and the only difference is that the cards are not bound. They're just cards, okay? So I think you could figure out what the cards are going to look like because they look the same as the book, but not in a book, okay? So this set, if I didn't already mention it, because I don't think I did, is called My Time to Shine. So last year was This Is Your Year. This is My Time to Shine. So here's the book. Okay, and again, this was actually a huge seller last year. So, well, this year, 2025. So everybody loved the book. The monthly challenges, one for every month. They loved it bound in the book form. People liked the digital and the cards also, but the book was the biggest seller. So this, again, is the 2026 version. Every challenge adds up to $26, and it's just a book of scratch offs. It's obviously laminated, reusable, and the challenges, the backgrounds are the exact same. Okay, it's the same backgrounds, it's just scratch offs. Okay, no amount higher than $5, so very easy and doable. And again, there's no monthly headers or anything, so there's really no pressure to get these done in a single month, but they only add up to $26, so it should be pretty doable for most people. Okay, so this is the backgrounds, again the same as the digitals, and then at the end you have your envelope to put your money in. Okay, so that's that. And then again, the other option is, the third option is just the cards, which unfortunately I don't have here. The cards, again, you can choose laminated or non-laminated. And then with the cards, if you choose that, you can also grab your dashboard if you want. Okay, so that is everything, my friends. What do you think? It has been so long since I've had an Etsy launch. This really might be my third launch of the year only, which is kind of sad, but also I never want to pressure myself to put something out that I don't love. And so, you know, yeah, I want to make sure I'm putting out stuff, like I said, that I love and that you guys love and that are going to be fun. And so here it is. What's your favorite item? Do you guys like everything? First of all, I hope you do. If you're watching this, as I said, everything should be available now. There will be another launch coming before the end of the year. Hopefully way sooner than that, but I do have things that are already in the works because, once again, I didn't want to make this huge. I wanted to just put out kind of half the stuff and be able to still work on more stuff, but have some new stuff out for you guys. So look out for the next launch whenever it is. Of course, I'll let you know. The promotion for the jumbo bookmarks is still going on. I do still have some of those. I think that's it. Yeah, I will let you go. If you have any questions on any of the new items, obviously, you know, you can feel free to let me know. If you do want to check out any of these items and potentially purchase anything, I would love it if you can use the link in my description box. That is a share and save link. That actually saves me some money. It saves me some on Etsy fees and things like that. So that is super duper appreciated. If you can't find it, no big deal. But if you do choose to purchase, I mean, not just now, like just anytime, I would love it if you can use that link. That really, really, really helps me out. All right, that is it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I am so grateful for you, for all of your support. Yes, I love you guys so much. I will catch you in the next video. Bye.